Good evening everyone, I am Laurene Dela Cruz and I will be discussing about the external environment. So our learning outcome is to learn how to write and analyze the external environment and its sub-factors. So the analysis of the external environment varies from societal environment, system environment, and task environment, but I will only be discussing the two of them. So what is the difference between societal environment and systems environment? Systems environment refers to the general observations in the system that affect the business. This is usually categorized as opportunities or threats. Now to really break down the analysis for the external environment, we have societal environment, which describes the situation from the aspects of its 5 sub-factors, namely economical, technological, legal political, social-cultural, and even natural environment with both local and global perspective. Now these two really complement each other because this is for the general, now this is more specific. Now we will move on to the 5 sub-factors of the societal environment. The sub-factor of the societal environment, we have economical environment, which shows how the economy of the country may affect one's business. We may list down articles, journals, studies, and even surveys about the unemployment rate, inflation rate, interest rates, sale trends, foreign exchange, and etc. Now, for the next sub-factor is the technological environment, which of course is one of the biggest factors in this era because everyone uses technology, and you may list down changes of methods of production due to standardization, international accreditations, technological advancements, cost of acquisition of machinery and equipment, and etc. Next sub-factor is the legal political, which involves the government and its laws. So we may list down political landscapes, legislative agenda, rules and regulations, international agreements and treaties, mandates, and etc. Next we have is the social-cultural environment, which shows how the society or culture may affect one's business. We may list down the demography, culture, beliefs, religion, population, preferences, the influence of globalization, media, and etc. For the last sub-factor, we have natural environment that shows seasons, climates, and natural weather, calamities, and even catastrophes in the location of the business. These factors may really help a company to maximize their opportunities and think of ways to prevent their future threats. So now we have an example for the analysis of the external environment, both societal and systems, of the Manila Hotel. So opportunities first, sub-factor economical, local, global. If you remember earlier, societal environment has 2 perspectives. 1 is local, then 2 is global. Local, tourist spots and heritage place boost the interest of foreigners to go in the Philippines. Usually we have 5 or more, but for now, as an example, I only have 1. Next is global. Demand for both national and local tourists is easily managed during peak seasons. So we must also choose the appropriate study, news, or articles to write in our research because this will really help the company. Next is technological, local. Online booking makes customers save time and cost rather than going to the hotels. Global, keyless entry is expected to be used. This is a very common thing nowadays in hotels, but now they are saving a lot of budget in the security of the technology they use. Next, we have the legal political. For the local, government creates programs to promote tourism. Global, ASEAN integration attracts more tourists to visit the Philippines. Since this is an external environment analysis, we may never control the variables regarding these things, but we may seize the opportunity to use it as a benefit of the company. So for the last sub-factor of the opportunities of the Manila Hotel, we have natural environment, local. Philippines has tropical climate which makes it demand for hotel industries high. Global, cleaner and greener cities receive a large number of tourists. Now that we are done with opportunities, we now move on to threats. So here's the threats of the Manila Hotel. Economical factor, local. Terrorism attack has been one of the major factors that affect the travel and tourism sector. Global, hotels are being replaced by guest houses. I think that this issue has been going on for so long because we are in a third world country, but I think that this may be also an opportunity to show that the service that we provide is better than anywhere else. For the technological factor, local, we have transactions and payments online are vulnerable to hackers. Global, credit card scheming. Like I said earlier in the opportunities of the technological factor, a lot of hotels are giving more budget to the security of their technology because no advancement is good if the client's confidentiality and safety is put under risk. Next is legal, political, local. War condition affects the law of hotel industries. Global, unsolved issues between nations greatly affect the country's tourism. Of course, why would we go to a country where we feel that we are not safe? For the social-cultural factor, local, customers from different cultures. Global, cultural differences affect how one individual deals with customers. Of course, our employees are taught with standard procedures, but we still have to take note that with different cultures, with different customers, we must deal with them all with care and politeness. So last but not the least, the threat of the natural environment to the Manila Hotel. Local, strong storms and tropical cyclones affect its operations. Global, earthquakes occurs in the Philippines. Now, I think that this is very common in the Philippines. That's why I also think that this could be an opportunity for the hotels to really improve their indoor activities to attract more customers in this type of weather. Now, in a nutshell, an analysis of the external environment has three types. One is societal, two is systems, and three is tasks. So the societal environment has 5 sub-factors, namely economical, technological, legal, political, socio-cultural, and natural environment, with 2 perspectives, local and global. Now for the systems environment, we have them as opportunities and threats. Together, they are a better analysis of the company to maximize its opportunities and think of ways to prevent or use those threats for their benefit.